2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the 2K Sports brings you the NBA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Down low, and stolen by Williamson. Again, New Orleans turns it over. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Keeps it alive, and there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors got the first points up on the board here for New Orleans.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Towns. To the inside. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Ingram kicks to Ball. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Russell finds Beasley. Timberwolves passing it around. Now here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Ingram passes to Williamson. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. Beasley with it, now guarded by Ball. Russell passes to Okogie. Back to Russell. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Ingram, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. Reddick comes in for Lonzo Ball.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Russell with a wide open look. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Johnson with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Reddick with it. Now guarded by Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Zion Williamson. Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
It's Redick on the wing. Pass to Hart. There's the feed to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to Culver. Here's Layman, covered by Hayes.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Hart. Dishes it to Okafor. Back to Hart. Passes it to Okafor. Now Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Back to Hayes. Off target with his 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have...
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So for New Orleans right now, Jackson Hayes is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And there's Jackson, and it's Hart in at the 3 slot. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. And New Orleans also making a change. Favors is checked in. Here's Hernangomez. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Favors. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
As a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Noel passes to Okogie. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for Jackson. From the low block. And it's Towns missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Holiday against Beasley. Up again. Outside ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Zion Williamson's checked in for Derek Favors. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. Beasley, the pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota. And New Orleans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Ball. Williamson finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Russell dishes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 8 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Redick kicks to Ingram. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ingram with the steal. All by himself. Here's Melly. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
Pass to Towns. 1:15 left in the first half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver. Able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Throws it up high. And then Culver with the dunk.
What a display of length and athletic ability. Throw it up and let Mr. Culver finish it.
Count it. Good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
41 seconds left in the first half. Here's Towns. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
Good on both. Over with it. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Noel, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter on.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Favors passes to Ball. Back to Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
The pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. Beasley outside. Here's Towns. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ingram. And it goes down 2 points. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Good on the bucket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
For 3, Okogie. Pelicans pull it in. Here's Hart. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Towns for 3. Rebounded by Hart. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. Frank Jackson comes in for Ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Feeds it to Hayes. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And so here is New Orleans. 3-point lead. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
Here's Noel, covered by Redick. Right wing, pass to Layman. Timberwolves passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Over Hayes. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Pelicans leading by 6. Pass to Melly. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Inside. Here's Melly. to Hayes. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Holiday left side. .46 seconds left in the third quarter. Hart the pass to Hayes. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. New Orleans making some changes here. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Nicolo O'Malley. And it's Ingram in for Hart. Russell against Reddick. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yep, that one goes. Holiday's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans ahead. They finish off the... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at point guard. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Johnson. Kicks it out to Beasley. Stolen by Holiday. Ingram passes to Williamson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Favors. To the inside, Ball. Kicks it out to Williamson. And there's the pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, the finesse of Ingram coming into play on that one, especially when the shot clock is winding down.
Stolen by Holiday. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. Williamson dishes to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Down low. And then Favors with the dunk.
If Derek Favors gets deep post position, it's over. He's going to leave no doubt on the flush.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ingram kicks to Williamson. Back to Ingram. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Clock at 6. And Holiday has it in the corner. Favors trying to break free. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Well, what a phenomenal timing sense from Derek Favors. Flushes back the miss with ease.
Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Ingram finds Williamson. To the paint. Here's Favors. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And that's 10 points for Derek Favors.
Very difficult to match up with Favors. I love how under control, under duress he was right there.
Johnson, the pass to Reed. Here's Okogie from deep. The rebound by Holiday. Here's New Orleans. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Ball against Johnson. Now, here's Ball. Defense is right there. Timberwolves trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Derek Favors.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson. Moore dishes to Favors. Outside for Jackson. Moore left side. Alexander Walker passes to Favors. To the wing right side. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Okafor is checked in for Derek Favors. 43 seconds left in the fourth. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Okafor. Moore passes to Jackson. The feed to Okafor. And the basket is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. Back to Jackson. There's the dish to Hayes. Passes it to Melly. Shoots the three. Can't get it to fall. So we see New Orleans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Payday.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard. The shot's good from Paul.
Tough to deal with CP3. An airtight handle and the body control to stop on a dime and knock it down.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Clock at 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
The result of Paul's awareness of everything around him gets a nice look inside.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that. And he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
Ball, the pass to Favors. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Here's Dort, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Paul with the buckets. Paul's got 6.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Favors against Noel. 2 points. That one goes.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Kicks it out to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. Gallinari with the rebound. Well, Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And slam dunk by Noel.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Holiday. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Favors. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here's Muscala. The Pelicans make their last shot. Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Redick finds Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. Redick passes to Hayes. Now Schroeder pass to Ferguson. Rebounded by Hart.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Noel. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Melly. Misses the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Jackson comes over with the double. Schroeder passes to Muscala. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Hart. To the wing on the left. Hayes dishes to Jackson. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here we go, one-on-one. Puts it up from 15, and no good on the last second attempt this time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the score. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Ingram wide open. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
And here's Schroeder after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Diallo inside, guarded by Holiday. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Back to Adams, stolen by Ball. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. It's blocked. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Back to Ball. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Pelicans shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the technical free throw is good. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Melly. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ingram finds Redick. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Whenever Redick skies up for a three-pointer, you just think it's going in. He is as efficient as they come.
Noel, and the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Some changes for New Orleans. Favors comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams. Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
The pass to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Hart. And here's Hayes. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
Back to Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Dort. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense. Delivers a perfect pass.
Hart the pass to Favors. Back to Hart. Jackson in the corner. To the middle. Pocket 6. And it's Hayes in the corner. For 3. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Dort. To the right side. Here's Paul. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the draw. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many. And that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Pelicans trail by 8. Back to Holiday. And stolen by Noel. Pass to Paul. Paul is doubled. Back to Gallinari. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And stolen by Noel. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Rejected by Ingram.
Wonderful defense from Ingram. Good to see him using his length to alter shots.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Williamson missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Now, here's Ball. Kicks it out to Williamson. 5 on the clock to the inside. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Nelly is checked in for Zion Williamson. Then for the Thunder, Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Diallo. No good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's Okafor. Ferguson with the rebound.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Ball. And here's Ingram from the arc. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they get one. Now, 1 of 5 here in the third.
Passes it to Gallinari. The dish now to Adams. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Now, here's Redick. Feeds it to Okafor. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Okafor grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Hart, and he goes in for the dunk.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Diallo, the pass to Ferguson, makes it off the glass. Ferguson's got his second basket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. 17-point game. It's stolen by Adams, and pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in. Schroeder comes with the double team. New Orleans moving it around. And the wide open shot from Redick. And he's good on the 3 ball. Reddick's got 6.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Reddick doesn't miss those.
Here's Dort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, easy call.
The Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel comes in for Steven Adams, and Paul subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Pelicans trail by 16. Reddick finds Hayes. Now Favors. He's covered by Muscala. Hayes the pass to Reddick. Now here's Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
The Thunder leading by 14. Now the pass to Schroeder. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Paul. He's got 6. No good from 11 feet. Reddick passes to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
As you can see, Reddick is not just a shooter, but also a terrific passer.
Here's Paul. From downtown. And that one is off. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. 2 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example.
Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Paul outside from the line. He's off on that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Ball. Back to Williamson. Gallinari with it. Paul outside. Gallinari right side. Pass to Dort. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great job by Favors, really making the defense uncomfortable as he's going up with the shot.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. The Thunder leading by 11. Gallinari on the wing. Inside. It's intercepted. Here's Hart. He kicks to Favors. Just 2 to shoot. Hart, no good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Got a piece of it, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
A really good defensive position in the paint right there, and it pays off with the steal.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Ingram outside. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Kicks it to Gallinari. Passes it to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. Pelicans trail by 11. There's the pass to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. And that one's good by Favors.
And it only takes a couple buckets for Favors to get rolling. They got to keep feeding him the rock.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Paul passes to Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. No good with the triple. The Thunder leading by 11. Out to the right wing. Back to Gallinari. Pass to Paul. Right at the free throw line. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Thunder.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Nerlens Noel.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Gallinari surveying the D. Ball against Paul. Back to Gallinari. Pass to Paul. Looking to end his cold spell. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So no problem for Oklahoma City. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on DA.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Adams. Paul left side. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Dort. Beasley comes to the double team. Adams outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Towns with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Russell. The rebound by Steven Adams.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Pass to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Russell kicks to Beasley. Lets the 3 fly. You can't get that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gallinari. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. The pass to Beasley. To the left side wing. Towns against Adams. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Okogie. To the middle. Here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Russell passes to Beasley. It's stolen by Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Wasted no time on that one.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
And Beasley, here we go. Here's Towns, and Adams sends it back. That's good from Paul on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. Now
the feed to Towns. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Towns with the bucket.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
Passes it to Okogie. The Thunder pull it in. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Schroeder passes to Noel. Count it.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Layman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Mike Muscala is checked in for Steven Adams. Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. To the paint. Here's Noel. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
The Thunder leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Back to Diallo. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Noel. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the inside. And stolen by Noel. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Diallo. And there it is for him. Diallo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Another miss by Minnesota. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Feeds it to Noel. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
From outside the arc, and the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The drive by Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day 1 when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Inside. Here's Ferguson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Ball's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. Russell against Paul. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Thunder making a switch here. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Russell passes to Towns. Here's Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Timberwolves trail by 9. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Russell. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dort. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Loads it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Beasley inside, defended by Paul. Here's Okogie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Russell. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Well, the mid-range J looking nice as Russell finds a way to take advantage of the defense, and nice balance on that one.
Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball, and the dunk by Towns.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Here's Dort. Towns with the defensive effort. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder out in front, up 7. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score would indicate. Jack Stevenette. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Timberwolves trail by 7.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort, went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
And Adams with the slam.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Pass to Beasley. Down low. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And it's good. 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's stolen by Adams. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The Thunder leading by 9. Schroeder passes to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Inside, here's Culver. And that one goes long.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Schroeder's got 5 now.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Noel passes to Reed. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a team, a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Tipped away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. From down in the low post, it goes. 7 points in the game.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Layman pass to Reed. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Culver with the steal. And here they come. Here's Layman. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Reed. Count that bucket. Reed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Shoots from 8. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Noel. Schroeder's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Culver kicks to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Culver. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
To the inside, here's Ferguson. Noel trying to break loose. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got his first bucket in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And it's Noel missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Right wing. Hernan Gomez passes to Reed. The second effort. Over to the left wing. Noel. No good. And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
And that one is good. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Paul. Here's Okogie. Out to Russell. Lock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Johnson outside, and there's the pass to Towns. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot's good from Paul.
Well, the defense has to stay up on Chris Paul. When he sees separation, he's going to find an angle to get you.
Beasley for 3. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Paul passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high-percentage shots just like that.
There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Dort passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
Pass to Okogie. Now here's Towns, defended by Paul. Beasley with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Paul with the ball. He dishes it to Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Paul passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Beasley for 3. Hernan Gomez finds Towns. That one drops for him.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
To the left wing. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Adams. Ball outside. drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steven Adams.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And the dunk by Towns.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help, that home advantage.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. New Orleans. The 2K Sports brings you the NBA on D-Agent.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Out to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Right side, Ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And it's Williamson missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Ingram with the steal. Ball dishes to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Russell passes to Towns. And the rejection by Favors. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Here's Holiday. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Ball. Russell kicks to Beasley. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. And that one hits back iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And the dunk by Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, it's easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
To the paint. Here's Holiday. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Now, here's Culver. And they pick up 2. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Okafor kicks to Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 6.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
New Orleans in the lead. In the corner, it's Ingram. Outside Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Culver. Here's Noel. Covered by Redick. Passes it to Culver. Here's Layman. Just 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Hart controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Now here is Holiday following the missed shot by James Johnson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
Boy, Redick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Frank Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good on the triple. 23 seconds left in the first. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the pass to Noel. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Culver. Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 3. From New Orleans. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the center filling out the middle. Hayes the pass to Hart. Misses the layup.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Johnson with it, working on Hayes. Here we go, one-on-one. Snatched away. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock, to the wing on the left. Noel passes to Reed over Okafor. Reed misses. The Pelicans trail and pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Redick. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Noel passes to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Lehman. Passes to Culver. Here's Noel. Johnson in the corner. Here's Reed. Covered by Redick. Reed misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Redick surveying the D, and it's Okafor at the elbow. To the middle, here's Jackson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Culver with it, guarded now by Jackson. Now the pass to Noel. Now here's Culver. Pass to Johnson. Now Culver. Clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. Minnesota needs to get off the shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Boy, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Holiday against Russell. Ball dishes to Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Holiday. Offensive rebound. Out to Ingram. Now the dish to Williamson. With one on the clock. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Melly is checked in for Derek Favors. Hernan Gomez in the corner. 34 seconds left here in the second. Russell against Ball. Passes it to Beasley. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Good on the shot.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Ingram right side. Towns with the steal. Russell from long range. No good there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 8 points. Kenny, a few years ago. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Second chance shot. The shot comes out. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's a Kogi. Can't hit from in close. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday with the ball. The shot from the low post is good. Holiday's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pelicans. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. To the inside. Out to Russell. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
The kick out to Holiday. Left side, Ball. Back to Holiday. The feed to Favors. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Russell. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Reed. A pass to Culver. Hayes with the steal. On up the court. And there's Jackson on the assist from Favors. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. It's Beasley on the wing. And stolen by Redick. It's Redick on the wing. Pass to Hart. And Favors kicks to Hart. 4 on the clock. To the paint. The 10-footer. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Timberwolves trail by 8. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
So for the Pelicans, Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Derek Favors. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. And then for Minnesota, Okogie's checked in for Jake Layman. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Culver. Ball the pass to Melly. Outside, Redick. Down low, here's Hayes. Open and close and nails it. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here comes the break. Ball up top. He's guarded by Russell. Outside for Redick. Outside, Ball. There's the steal. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. The putback.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. Russell against Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Beasley against Redick. Beasley dishes to Johnson. Here's Okogie, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pelicans leading by 8.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Feeds to Johnson. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The 8-footer. That's good for Williamson on the assist from Ingram. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's a Kogi in at the small forward. And that one's good. Williamson.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Right side Towns. Out to the wing. Here's a Kogi. He's covered by Ingram. They shoot again. Out to Russell. Over to the left wing. A Kogi for 3. Great positioning on the putback.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pelicans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Williamson, the pass to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson with it. He feeds it to Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. Launches a 3. Tries again. Outside ball. To the wing right side. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
Oh, a savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Favors finds ball. Back to Favors. To the paint. A reverse. And ball with the lay-in. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. And he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans with possession here. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Russell looking it over. Pass to Towns. Here's Okogie. Back to Towns. Over Favors. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Williamson right side. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Count that one. Favors has got 4 points this quarter.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Russell passes to Towns. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. He dishes it to Favors. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Timberwolves trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram, dishes it to Favors. Over Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
To the middle, Beasley with the steal. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Beasley. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10.
Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
Russell from long range. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ingram outside. Back to Favors. Rebound, Minnesota. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Brushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are hit. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Their backcourt, Ball and Redick. And it's Favors in at the 5. Favors. Towns knocks it away.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house. Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. And he makes good on the layup. Ball's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Pelicans.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Here's Favors. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Passes to Reed. Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's off from three-point range. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell dishes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
They get it again. Out to Favors. Towns comes with a double team. Favors finds Redick. 5 on the clock. Over Beasley. The shot by Redick, no good. Minnesota in the lead. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. Here's Russell with the 3. Favors with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to ball. Excellent D there from Beasley. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Russell against Ingram. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A little bit of savvy on the part of Redick there. Gets his man into a bad position and then forces him to commit the foul.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Here's Russell. Got it!
Boy, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Ingram attacking. Williamson. Money!
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
Russell finds Hernangomez. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Now here's Paul. Here's Adams. Got a piece of it.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Oklahoma City.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Now, here's Ball. Holiday left side. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Holiday. Here's Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. Another shot.
Well, you have to love the intensity with which Steven Adams plays, always giving his best to throw shooters off.
And it's blocked. The feed to Williamson. Holiday looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now here's Paul. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
It's tipped, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ingram passes to Williamson. Feeds to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the inside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Now here's Favors. Ball feeling it out a bit. Holiday dishes to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Passes it to Mellon. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, back to Redick. The dish to Williamson. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And that one's good. Noel.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Now, here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ingram passes to Williamson. There's Ball with the three. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Zion Williamson. Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Diallo. Great D that time from Redick. New Orleans in the lead. On the wing, Jackson. Inside. In the air. On the wing, Jackson. The pass to Hart. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. Just 4 to shoot. And there's Jackson on the assist by Okafor.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Ferguson. It's stolen. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Ferguson out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Diallo in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Jackson. And the wide open shot from Redick. Drops in the tray. Redick's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Here's Noel. And Okafor with the block. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hart the pass to Jackson. To the inside. Hayes dishes to Okafor. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Hart. Pass to Hayes. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 4-point game. Jackson against Paul. Passes it to Diallo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 5 points so far.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Hart the pass to Jackson. Diallo inside. Guarded by Holiday. Dort misses. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Paul, no one around him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
How smooth is that? Boy, the pull-up jump shot by Chris Paul. What a look by him. My goodness.
Lets the three fly. A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. Kicks it out to Paul. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Paul is doubled. And there's the pass to Dort. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. New Orleans leading by 3. Ball, the pass to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. Left side, Ball. Back to Ingram. Out left to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Gallinari. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Favors attacking. Here's Melly. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. And the Thunder making a change here. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass the ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Favors. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Shooter kicks to Ferguson. To the paint. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel against Holiday.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Gallinari with the steal. Here's Schroeder, and he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They kept at it on. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Ball. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Ingram outside. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Ball. To the middle. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
And Ball gets it to go in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williamson.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jackson finds Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Okafor's checked in for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball comes in for Frank Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. Back to Ball. Pass to Okafor. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Redick. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Okafor dishes to Hayes. Back to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Adams kicks to Ferguson. Ball against Paul. Wide open. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel comes in for Steven Adams, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And a change for the Pelicans. Melly is checked in for Jahlil Okafor. And Noel throws it down.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Inside, here's Redick, and the rejection by Noel. And now the fast break, Schroeder with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
It's stolen by Muscala. uses the glass to finish the layup. Noel's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Good work there as it goes. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Man, as this offense been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Hart. And the Pelicans miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
To the left side wing. Here's Ferguson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder to the right side. And Muscala has it in the corner. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there, Gallinari, and it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Down low and stolen by Favors. To the inside. Williamson, the pass to Redick. Such a wide open look.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Ingram with the steal. Here's Holiday. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The pass to Gallinari. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Schroeder. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started to harness all that energy and talent.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
He's off on the second. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Favors. In the corner, it's Ingram. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. 18 feet out. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Thunder lead by 13.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Paul. Drains it from 17 feet out. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We've heard the term master of the mid-range. To Chris Paul, it's apropos.
Paul laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Paul looking around. Schroeder, right side. Pass to Paul. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is good.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Ingram passes to Favors. Back to Ingram. There's the three. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Holiday. Back to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Right side, ball. It's stolen by Adams.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steven Adams.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. 24 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now Diallo. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nader. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the and with tip.
Hey, Kevin,
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Paul outside. And he gets the bucket.
For an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all three looks.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here. Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Paul goes in from close range, and the layup's good off the glass.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Pass to Okogie. Towns with it. Adams defending. Gallinari with the steal. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Adams. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way. It's stolen by Adams. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And the shot goes in.
What focus from the big Italian forward out there. Gallinari is used to having to overcome a lot of physical defense.
And it's Beasley in the corner. Inside, knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that one drops for him.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the paint. Here's Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Beasley for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
Schroeder passes to Adams. Out to the wing. Here's Ferguson, defended by Towns. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
To the wing right side. Back to Beasley. Here's Okogie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Beasley.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
And so Adams nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 7. The pass to Layman. Over to the left wing. Down low, takes it from 10. That shot no good.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Thunder up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Layman is out there with Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Diallo. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Oklahoma City, Dort's checked in, and Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Stolen away. Oh, and here comes Culver all alone. Passes to Reed. Hernan-Gomez with the ball. Here's Reed, and it's in there. Reed's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. Paul outside. Feeds it to Noel. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And now a fast break for the Thunder. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, great instincts of Paul there, solid at creating havoc in the open court and then coming up with a steal.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Paul outside. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Can't hit from the elbow.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And finish off by Hernan-Gomez.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And the shot goes in. Muscala's got his first 2 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Paul kicks to Noel. Pass to Dort. Right wing. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Diallo. And that one's good. Noel. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
A shot by Culver. Nobody around. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Diallo. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Culver. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the middle. Reed the pass to Culver. Here's Noel. Now the pass to Reed, and stolen by Noel. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Diallo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead. Here's Culver. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Paul passes to Dort. Out left to the wing. Inside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Now, here is Muscala. Defense right on him. Here's Paul, and the layup falls. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Russell. Nails it from the high post. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Down low and stolen by Russell. Loads it up for Beasley. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's the lob to the hoop. Paul outside. Over Beasley. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Paul's got 8.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% 2-point shooter.
Here's Here's Okogie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here is Gallinari. 11-point game. That's tipped, and the Thunder can't hang on to the ball. Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Minnesota shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Russell passes to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Schroeder leading the charge.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Johnson outside. Outside, Russell. Beasley outside. Johnson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Of course, wanting to get better from outside the arc, James Johnson realizes he's got to keep making those shot attempts.
Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Layman, he's checked in for Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Then for the Thunder, Noel comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Noel. And they're pushing it up. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Passes it to Culver. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here is Russell. To the inside. Here's Towns. No good on that one. Adams, some nice D. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Back to Schroeder. To the paint. And slam dunk by Noel.
Nice decision making by Schroeder there with a terrific assist.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Johnson, the pass to Culver. Beyond the arc. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Pass to Diallo. 40 seconds left in the third. Noel. And Noel throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Culver passes to Reed. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go.
And you can see Ferguson just feasting in the open court there.
23 seconds left in the third. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And there's a big-time jam as he slams it right over Culver.
Now, Terrence Ferguson, the guys really love it when he gets up like that.
And here's the fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The score. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there, and it's Reed in at the center. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Beasley with a clean look. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Thunder leading by 22. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari on the wing. To the wing on the left. Here's Dort. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside, Russell. Beasley in the post, defended by Paul. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poked loose. So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Beasley. Clock at 4. From downtown. Connects from three-point range.
And he really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Beasley against Paul. Gallinari outside. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the defensive 3-second call. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Gallinari with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Beasley with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it straight in. The Thunder leading by 19. Out left to the wing. And the pass to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Here's Dort. Pocket 6. Passes it to Gallinari. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. They get the rebound.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Paul dishes to Gallinari. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A minute 42 left in the game. Beasley outside. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. For the Thunder. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Noel. 4 on the clock. Evans outside. Takes the 3. Reed. It's good on the putback.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here
for the Thunder.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Chris Paul.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Down low, tries to keep it alive, and stolen by Noel. Schroeder outside. There's the pass to Baisley. Passes it to Burton. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get something going. Spellman with the rebound. Here's Vanderbilt. He's covered by Noel. Spellman the pass to Reed. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him.